Shalom. First, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the son, Siakim, pushing this truth our world. Shalom. Keep pushing. But we're going to get into it with this article. It says Biden warns of world war, while UK's Truss says Rostov and Voronezh are not Russian. President Joe Biden called for American citizens in Ukraine to leave the country as soon as possible after revealing the potential for a world war and warning that things could go crazy quickly between the U.S. and Russia. Biden's bombastic rhetoric has preceded by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov meeting with British Secretary of State Liz Truss, where she embarrassed herself by failing to grasp the basic geography of the region. The Anglo escalation is part of their effort to derail dialogue between Moscow and the two European powerhouses of France and Germany to overcome the Ukraine crisis. But American citizens should leave now, Biden said in an interview with NBC News on February 10. It's not like we're dealing with a terrorist organization. We're dealing with one of the largest armies in the world. It's a very different situation, and things could go crazy quickly. In other words, this war could go hot. When asked what could prompt his order to send troops to Ukraine, Biden said there's a world war when Americans or Russians start shooting at one another. We're in a very different world than we've ever been. The American president also sent a message to his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, saying that if he is foolish enough to come in, he's smart enough to actually do nothing that could negatively impact American citizens. Tensions between Washington and Moscow are at their highest point since the Cold War, especially as the West manufactures the impeding Russian invasion of Ukraine narrative. This manufactured crisis is being used as a pretext to send more NATO military equipment to Russia's borders as the Kyiv government seeks to conquer the People's Republics of Donetsk and Lugansk in eastern Ukraine instead of finding a peaceful solution. However, the West still remains deeply divided about escalating tensions in Ukraine, mostly between the Anglo Alliance, US, UK, and Australia, or AUKUS, and EU members France and Germany. Even their manner of engagement with Moscow points to stark differences, with the French and Germans taking the matter seriously, while Truss seemingly has little knowledge of geography. This is what triggered Lavrov to say in a press conference following his meeting with Truss on February 10. It is likely they're listening to us but not hearing. Britain's top diplomat demanded Russian soldiers to withdraw from the border with Ukraine, prompting Lavrov to reiterate that they are stationed within their own sovereign territory and Russia has the right to conduct such maneuvers. According to Russian media, Lavrov questioned whether London recognizes Moscow's sovereignty over the Rostov and Voronezh Oblast, in which Truss replied the UK would never recognize Russia's sovereignty over these regions. British ambassador to Moscow, Deborah Brainerd, had to embarrassingly intervene and remind Truss that the two oblasts are actually considered Russian territory by London and are not claimed by any other country, including Ukraine. This thing supposed to be on Do Not Disturb, and there's always some damn calls coming through. So lucky. This embarrassment falls on Truss saying on January 3rd that we are supplying and offering extra support to our Baltic allies across the Black Sea. The Baltics and the Black Sea are on the opposite side of Europe to each other. If you want to, you can get into this article. It's pretty lengthy here. But I got the gist of it, saying, hey, Biden's world, in his world, he's threatening a world war. He said this has the potential to be a world war, which eventually the U.S. and Russia will, get into it, and it will go hot and be actually a physical war, but not right now, you know. But it's just, Esau's throwing them buzzwords out there about a third world war coming. And it is all biblical prophecy. And it's nothing that could be done about it. You people about to get burned to a nuclear crisp here real soon. And it's like I said, it's all in the scriptures. So we're gonna get some precepts here, man. We're gonna go to Revelation 11 and 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." And that's what he's talking about. Biden was saying, hey, a world war. But these woes here in this verse 14 is talking about destructions. Woe means destructions. And the first was the First World War, and the second, now it's talking about the Second World War, which is the second woe is past. World War II has come and gone. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. It's coming quick compared to the time frame of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. But to us on this earth, it seemed like it's been a while. But hey, that third woe is coming very quickly. And that third destruction, which is gonna be the last war on earth. There's gonna be no more wars, no more proxy wars, nothing. The Esau is not gonna be able to, declare war or sanction anyone else after this third war. Like I'm saying, it's shaping up, very quickly. We go to the book of Malachi now. 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Most High of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So everything's gonna be burned up in that day. And that day that cometh is talking about that nuclear ICBM nuclear war, that third world war. And it's gonna burn everyone up that's gonna be hit with these missiles, gonna get burned up and shall be stubble in that day. If you live in the United States, you might as well kiss your butt goodbye. You live in the good old great US of A, you're gonna be dust real soon. So you should just get out and enjoy yourself, run your credit cards up, be wicked as you could possibly be. You need to get on your bucket list like yesterday. Because if you're an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and you ain't turning back to your power, you're gonna be stubble in that day. Esau, the so-called white man's gonna be, his whole power structure, his whole military, arm is gonna be burnt to a crisp here. London is his London City is his financial hub. That's gonna be wiped out. So hey, the so-called white man, he's getting ready to go down, and all you Israelites like to cling on to him, you gonna get nuked too, man. So get ready. Say that day is gonna burn as an oven. It's gonna be, them nuclear ICBM missiles is gonna be extremely hot. It's gonna be some off the scale readings. In order to, vaporize and turn you into powder, man. That's some extreme heat. And just from the oven in your kitchen, that's hot. It's gonna be way hotter than that. But get ready, Jake. You thought the man of the Lord was out there playing games like we ain't had nothing to do. No matter what day brothers go out, like, hey, we ain't got no lies or nothing. But hey, we sent from the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, to come and give you warning and let you know he's getting ready to send his son back and dance on the hair of the wicked, man, and tap dance on they skulls. And hey, if you don't turn back, Jake, you gonna get a chance to be part of that powder, for being wicked. And the wages of sin is death. You know, and Jake is very immersed in sin. He refused to see the light, man. So hey, the only way you can help a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American out like that, man, is to put them down. And that's what these thermonuclear CBM missiles gonna do to the wicked of Israel and the wicked of Esau, primarily Esau. It's time for this so-called white man to go down. And hey, I pray this video was edifying. And to the Sense of Yakin, man, keep pushing. Shalom.